Time for Wine, aina on aikaa viinille. Ja nyt on itse asiassa se aika, nimittäin olemme täällä Time for Wine Nordalkon pääkonttorilla ja meillä on täällä valikoimassa 4 erinomaista viiniä. Tänään tutustutaan, mitä nämä viinipullot ovat syöneet. Siitä meille kertoo Simon sekä meillä on myös täällä Veskun tervehdyksistä tuttu
Vesku.
Kyllä, joten pysy mukana, niin tiedät sitten lisää näistä tuotteista. Tulet kuulemaan lisää myös OY-jaksoissa, nimittäin Repesetä ja Meikämansikka tulevat nauttimaan näitä tulevissa jaksoissa. Joten tässä on erittäin hyviä vaihtoehtoja tulevan kesän kesäkinkereihin. Mutta Simon, where do we begin?
Teemu, we're going to start in Spain with the beautiful Retoño Cava. This is a wonderful organic product that we have available in all of the best alcos. This is coming from Penedès, as said, in Spain. For those of you that don't know, Cava is probably the most famous sparkling wine coming out of Spain, generally made out of 3 different grapes, Zarello, Paralada and Macabeo. And
I like your pronunciation.
Thank you very much. Me gusta. Just a quick thing. Not only we're going to taste this and I'll tell you about it, but it's also interesting to tell people how to open a sparkling bottle, because this can be dangerous. There's 3 times more pressure inside this bottle than in a car tire, so it's very, very dangerous. So whenever handling a sparkling bottle, please remember, keep your thumb on top of the cork, because it might get excited, it might explode, and it might take out somebody's eye. So we unscrew the cap, and then holding firmly, don't turn the cork, Teemu, turn the bottle. Okay. It's going to come out easier. Nice. This is not Formula 1, so we're not going to spray it everywhere. All right, so let's start you off.
And what should I taste here?
First, I think we should smell before tasting. Smelling is really, really important. What I'd like you to do is keep your mouth open just a little bit. Get your nose into the glass, close your eyes, and breathe in. Why I ask you to close your eyes is because what you're doing is you're forcing your nose to work a little bit harder, because you're closing one of your senses. Oh. And why I ask you to keep your mouth open a little bit is because we're creating a passage through the sinuses all the way into the back of your mouth. So basically you're tasting the wine with your nose.
Cava, you should swirl. No?
Of course you should swirl, because you want to get a little bit of air inside there. So give it a swirl. Not only are you getting some air, but you're also coating the glass with the liquid, so you're going to be able to smell more. So if you didn't swirl yet, give it a smell, then give it a swirl, then give it a smell again, and see if you can pick up a difference. Should be quite a big difference. So once you've given it a smell, you're going to be greeted with very fresh, fruity characteristics. You should pick up some really nice apple notes.
Apple.
If you think green apple, like maybe your mummy has a omenapu in the garden somewhere. Think that fresh green apple smell. Also notes of citrus, if you think a little bit...
the apple is more dominant here.
Here it will be, On the nose it will be, also on the palate. What I'd like you to do is pull enough wine into your mouth that you can cover your whole mouth, so that your tongue, your gums, everything, move the wine around everywhere. So that, because you know how the tongue works, the tip of the tongue tastes certain things, the top tastes different things. So you want to get the wine as much in your mouth as possible so you can really experience all of the different flavors. So give it a bit of a swirl, and then try also to bring a little bit of air into your mouth. So like we do this to put air, I show you. It's like a reverse whistle. So you bring a little bit of air into your mouth. So that oxygenates the wine and helps to open up the flavors a little bit. Makes a bit of a difference, huh?
Yeah.
It is.
God damn.
It really does.
Cool. So when tasting wine, very often what you smell you should taste. Yeah. So on the nose is a green apple, but on the palate it's apple, but maybe like a gala, this pink gala apple. The flavor profile is a little bit different.
And it leaves kind of like a long.
This wine has got a really nice length to it. And there's a couple of reasons for this. This is what we call a brut designation. So there's 6 grams of sugar per liter inside here. So it's not sweet, but the sugar is there more for the mouthfeel, how your mouth feels and the length. And it kind of like accentuates these flavors that we're tasting. And the flavors are apple, as we discussed. For me, lemon or citrus.
But different people notice different kind of things. Because everyone has a different mouth.
That's a really good point. different people will experience different things on different levels. There are kind of normalities or regular things, like it will taste like this for everybody. It's just different people are more perceptive to different flavors. Yeah. You might see it quite a lot with these fancy wine people, and they're like, "Oh, I smell the sands of the ocean on the other side of the world." You know, sometimes it's a bit of bullshit, but it's like you work out. You know, if you don't train the triceps are going to be weak.
On 50.
Yeah. It looks like you don't skip leg day, Teemu. But you need to exercise this like a muscle. So what I recommend to people, when you go next time to the grocery store and you're buying tomatoes, or you're buying apples, or you're buying dill or mint or whatever, smell things. Train yourself.
Those are kind of like muscles too.
Exactly, 100%. The nose and the mouth, it is a muscle, and it's really important to train them. And then you remember things. I mean, this is a really beautiful thing about wine. It can transport you back in time.
Yeah.
You know, if you put your nose in the wine and maybe you remember Granny baking a blueberry pie, or that time you were catching fish with your dad.
Ensimmäinen viinipullo on melkein jo juotu. Nyt mennään. Simon, would you have an honor and break out the next one?
Sure thing, man.
What is the next one?
So the next wine is the Domaine de Granadilla. So this is a Verdejo coming from Rueda in Spain. This is a really, really fun wine, Teemu.
White wine?
This is a white wine, and this is again an organic white wine, which is suitable for vegans as well. And just another quick thing, like I gave you some tips on opening the sparkling wine. Can I give
you have a twist?
Can I give you a tip on the screw cap?
Yeah, of course.
Everybody turns from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn from here, man. Oh shit! And then this happens with this bottle. Anyways, edit that out, man.
You'll do it for the next bottle.
No, but like, of course, with our luck, we have one when the capsule is
But you
loose.
should.
Yeah, fuck it. That's how you open it when you're with the big man. All right, Vesco, you learned some stuff with the first wine. Please try again. A little bit smelly, swirly, tasty. Tell me what you think. So, guys, while you're smelling and tasting a couple of things, we're in Spain. Spain is, as you know, a pretty hot region, and the temperature, the climate has quite a big effect on the grapes. A lot of sun, a lot of heat means quite a lot of sugar in the grapes, which means higher alcohol in the wines and quite a lot more fruit. This particular wine, I think, is a lot of fun to drink. The Verdejo is a very well-known common grape in Spain. A lot of the whites that we find here in Finland will either be made 100% from Verdejo or have some Verdejo inside it.
It sounds like you're saying Verdejo.
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 Verdejo. Verdejo.
No.
Like a pastor.
Pendejo. Hola, pendejo.
Yeah. Why do I smell apple again?
So, with white wines, that's the question that you asked earlier. Like, does everybody smell same things or different? And I tried.
I'm kind of anal with this.
No, it's good though.
Like, am I doing something right?
You are 100%. The fact that you've identified apple is a great thing. It means A, you know what apples smell like, and B, you're able to identify it in wine. Man, this is lovely.
This is nice.
Like, very, very different style to the previous wine, of course, because there's no bubbles, which has a very different effect on the mouth and the drinkability. Here also you're going to experience something called acidity in wine. So hapokas. So you feel the mouth is fresh. You noted that the cava had some length to it. This wine is a little bit shorter. It doesn't run as long in the mouth.
You just said drinkability. What about
Dockabilitet?
Yeah. What about drunkability?
Well, there's alcohol inside, so there will be some drunkability, of course.
The alcohol, a lot of alcohol automatically means
drunkability.
higher drinkability.
I mean, if we talk about alcohol levels here, we've got 13% alcohol, which like it's kind of medium. This wine is really, really lovely. This is fun.
This is so good. I rather drink like a red wines, but and now because thanks to Tom, I started to drink also white wines, and this is really good. I love this.
And it's really good with food.
Yeah.
This is a great wine to have with cold smoked salmon, with potato salad, any kind
Easy
of
to
grilled
drink.
fish. It's really, really easy drinking.
Yeah.
So besides the apple that you noted, cumin and piste for you, Teemu, you should.
I'm the pupil who sits in the front row. I do smell apple. Yeah.
So here's a challenge for you. Again, close your eyes, give it a smell. Tell me if you can pick up white peach.
Oh.
Valkoinen persika, not persesa.
I think this is one critical question. What should be the temperature when you're drinking wine?
Okay, so I'm going to keep this
cold?
answer as short as possible,
Yeah.
because it's a great question, and it's a really it depends on a lot of things. But to keep it simple, sparkling wines, Cava, Prosecco, Champagne, I would say 6 to 10 degrees, 8 being optimal.
So cold.
Cold, yeah. It also, I mean, like I said, it's a great question, but it's a very complicated question to answer, because it depends on the style of the wine, and it depends on a lot of things. With white wine, I would say between 10 and 14, 12 being optimal, so cold. And then red wine, this is the most challenging one to answer, because it really depends on the style of the wine. So lighter style wines, for example, something made out of Pinot Noir, which is quite a light, I would say 14 to 16 degrees. Bigger, heavier wines like an Amarone or something from the Rhone, I would say maybe 18 to 20 degrees. This whole thing like room temperature.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Room temperature in my home, it's 24 degrees, because my wife is always cold, so it's 24 degrees. If you're in Spain, room temperature is like 35 degrees. So who wants to drink a wine that's 35 degrees?
It comes from the medieval times.
Yeah, in medieval times when they didn't have air conditioning.
And they had, it wasn't very hot.
Teemu, the most important thing that I can tell you is you drink it how you like it. Don't let anybody dictate to you how you should drink it. If you're crazy and you like white wine room temperature, fuck it, man, go for it. If you like your red wine 30 degrees,
let's fucking go.
Go for it, man. But you have to understand that it is going to have an effect on the wine. There is like optimal, taste. For sure, there is optimal temperatures, and there's a reason for optimal temperatures. But at the end of the day, this shit's not complicated, man. Drink what you like, eating what you like with people that you like. Don't fuck around. Have a good time. Be good. Be kind to people. Be good to people. Enjoy wine. Enjoy food. Enjoy life.
And while we're at it, the third one.
Yeah, man.
What do we have? We have. If I may.
Please do.
I love rosé. I don't know why I love rosé, but I do love rosé. The taste, the texture, something.
You love rosé because you're a sophisticated gentleman.
Thank you. Distinguished.
A distinguished, sophisticated gentleman. All right, man.
And I love the color.
Think pink, drink pink. Friends, this is the Bodegas de Peñascal, Corral de Peñascal. What a fucking mouthful. This wine is lovely. This is produced by the world's first carbon neutral winery. This is produced or created by young people that wanted to make a wine that's not only good to drink, but good for the planet. So all of the grapes are ethically sourced from sustainable producers. This is certified organic. It's also good for your non-vegan followers. And is an absolute pleasure to drink.
Eli toisin sanoen suomeksi, mikäli haluat juoda täysin eettistä rosé-viiniä, niin Corral on se juttu. Jos tätä ei löydy sun lähialkosta, pitkäripaisesta handelista, niin sano sinne myyjälle, että tilaa tätä Corralia. And while we're at it, they have this stamp over here, cool me down.
Yeah.
So you should drink this.
This is kind of
chilled.
This is kind of cool. It's so with the packaging, which is all lightweight bottle, recycled paper. But once you put this in the fridge, when it's cold enough,
like a heat.
This piece of coral that's white now will go blue.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you know this, but when coral is dead, it goes white. So if you put this, so dead coral is white. So when you put this in the fridge and it's at the right temperature, the coral will be blue. So then you know it's the right temperature.
That's really nice.
If it's not blue, don't drink the pink. All right, Teemu, I tried to show you a trick with opening sparkling wine bottles. Here's a little top tip for opening screw caps. A lot of people turn from the top. Good idea to turn from the bottle. I tell you why. You get a little bit more grip with the finger, and sometimes it's easier.
That's what I told her.
All right, let's go with the big man first. Let's go. Let me hook you up.
Thank you.
Mr. Tom. And the camera guy is thirsty too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
There we go. And the wine guy is thirsty. All right, so we've got a bit of a theme today with the wines. We're staying in Spain. Interesting thing about this producer is they are sourcing grapes from all around Spain. Their criteria is that the grapes need to be of top quality. They need to be coming from certified organic growers, and they need to be farmed in sustainable fashion. So this is not like a geographic designated wine. It's not from a specific part of Spain. It's wherever the grapes are good. It's made 100% from Tempranillo, which is probably the most well-known, most common grape varietal in Spain for red. This wine is awesome, man. And I'm so happy to hear that you love rosé, because I love rosé. I think...
It's smooth. This is smooth.
Tämä on hyvä mehu.
Erittäin. Ja tosiaan, mitä pitää tästä korallista ottaa huomioon, on se, että maailman siis koralliriutat ovat tuhoutumassa ja tästä lähtee jokaisesta jos sä niin periaatteessa, jos sä juot lasillisen tätä, niin sä pelastat vähän koralleja maailmasta, mikä on helvetin tärkeä asia. Joten tämä on vastuullisen Oy-kuuntelijan ykkösvalinta tämän kesän juhliin tai lahjaksi, mitä ikinä. Mutta Coral, käykää tsekkaamassa Alkosta.
This is a great wine for picnics. This is a great wine for mökki. This is a great wine for Juhannus, for Vappu, for girlfriends, for wives, just as long as they don't drink it together.
And blabber about you, how you piece of shit you are.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a really fun wine and perfect for the warm weather. Teemu, one point I'd like to make is that rosé is not just for summer. You can enjoy rosé 365 days a year. Yeah. It's really versatile with food. And here in Finland, when it's -10 and full of snow, crack open a bottle of rosé and put your mind into the summertime.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You've practiced now with 2 wines. What do you smell? What do you taste? Let the people know. All right, I'm going to help you guys out a little bit.
Yeah.
Here, you should pick up peach.
Yeah.
And red berries, so a little bit of metsämansikka, maybe some vadelma, raspberry. So these delicate red berries that you find in the summertime.
That's true, yeah.
There is again a delicate hint of citrus, but this time think more grapefruit than lemon. If you think of the peel of the grapefruit, you know when you're peeling for your favorite gin and tonic.
I smell strawberry.
Yeah.
A hint of strawberry. Yeah. No niin, ja viimeisenä, mutta ei vähäisimpänä, meillä on italialaista laatuviiniä Villa Puccini Toscanasta. Ja katsotaan, miten Simonin opit tarttuvat meikäläiseen, joten ei pullonkärjestä kiinni, vaan tuosta varresta.
Kaksellista.
Ja kuten kaikki viinikonnoissöörit ja aloittelevat sommelierit tietävät, niin tätä korkkia ei siis voi haistaa, koska tämä on metallikorkki, mutta ja mitä olen joskus oppinut jossain, niin kun punaviiniä kaadetaan, niin sit pitää kääntää sitä näin. Am I right or am I right?
I'm going to give you a job, man.
Kannapa itsellesi.
Joo, kiitoksia.
What can you tell us about the Villa Puccini?
All right, Teemu. So now we're traveling from...
Am I pronouncing it?
You're perfect, 100% perfect.
Thank you.
So we're traveling to Italy, to Tuscany, and here we have again a blend of grapes. So the cava was 3 different grapes, the Verdejo one, the Rosé one. Here we have Sangiovese and Merlot. So this could technically be classified as a Super Tuscan because it's got an international grape blended inside. But yeah, this is our first red wine for the day and the last wine for the day. Oh, sorry. I forgot about the camera guy. Muy importante. So yeah, guys, the flight today starts with bubbles, ends with red. Same principle applies for smelling and tasting. What we're going to experience now is very different to everything we've tasted before. So we're going to for the first time experience what we call tannins, which is a feeling, this kind of dry feeling you get in your mouth, and you're going to get fruit on steroids. So a lot of big, bold, expressive fruit flavors. Yeah. This wine has seen some time in oak barrels. Which is imparting not only different mouthfeel but different flavor, different intensity, a lot to kind of package up in this wine. I wouldn't
use this word, but this is more violent than you know what I mean. More violent than these.
Well, that's why I was. That's why I was trying to. That's why I was saying what I was trying to say, that because of the flight that we've had before this is a real big shock to the system, because it's so different to everything else we've tasted. I mean, we're lucky today in Finland, it's 25 degrees, the sun is shining, it's pretty warm in here, it's pretty warm out there.
Girls are
wearing summer dresses, life is better in Helsinki.
What about red wine in the summertime? Is it yay or nay?
I think it's yay, because summertime is grill time.
But isn't red wine more wintry time wine?
Great question. It depends on the wine, and it depends what you're eating, and it depends what you're drinking. It depends on a lot of factors. But if you think,
because my mind goes that rosé, bubbles, summer, like we
sure. Yeah. But have you once you've tasted that, think cheeseburger. You're with your buds at the cottage, you're grilling burgers. This in a burger, this in an entrecote, this in a lamb
chops,
cutlets.
Yeah.
There are rosés that could work with that, depending on the sides and the dishes and whatever. But come on, man,
it's nice beefy,
entrecote on the grill, salt and pepper, tomato salad. Glass of
fresh
that.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
Fresh new potatoes.
Yeah.
You know, lots of butter. Maybe
not so complicated.
Not so complicated. Like grilled sweet red peppers and some fried
asparagus.
onions. Asparagus, I would go rosé.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or I would go with the Verdejo.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're going to have the steak and you have a nice pepper sauce and the asparagus as the side, sure, it works.
Yeah.
But I mean, choose the right weapon for the right battle.
Yeah.
You know? So, burger and red. Burger and entrecote. Red and entrecote.
Salmon.
Salmon.
Grilled salmon.
Grilled salmon. I've got red wines that will blow your mind. You haven't realized the can of worms you've opened up, man. There is so much to take into consideration.
Yeah. But my brains are trying to figure out.
And I will try my best
how
to
would
guide
I
you.
amaze my wife that I have this knowledge?
It will come.
It will come. It takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time.
It takes time and a lot of wine.
Yeah.
It takes
time and a lot of wine.
Correct.
Which is not
So, time for wine.
It is time for wine.
Yeah.
Hei, Time for Wine, käykää tsekkaamassa Instagramista ja kuunnelkaa Otetaan Yhdet jaksoja nyt kesän ajan. Nimittäin tulemme nauttimaan näitä ja kertomaan teille lisää näistä upeista tuotteista. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you, man. Great to have you here.
Thank you. Ja käykää tsekkaamassa Alkosta Kuunnelkaa Oy-jaksoja, niin tiedätte sitten, mitä kannattaa kesän juhlissa ja niiden ulkopuolella juoda. Cheers. It's a wrap.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Teemu. And thank you, Tom.
Skål, Vesku.
Ja kaiken tämän maistelun jälkeen Simon hemmottelee meitä. This is a special thing. Capreo 1997. Tell us Toscana. Niin, ja lasit vaihtui tällaisista vähän tämmöisiin isompiin. Mitä tapahtuu?
So, Teemu, this is something incredibly special. I noted with the Villa Puccini, there's like a baby Super Tuscan. This is a Super Tuscan, and this is something...
Super Tuscan.
Yeah, this is iconic. This is the Cabrio from 1997, which we're going to open. You can see here whenever you buy this, they sell it with the original cork. So this has been rebottled. So they tested every bottle, they removed the old cork and they recorked it so that it's available for sale. This is, well, you do the math. Vintage 1997, today is 2024. We're about to open something really old and really beautiful. You made a note about the glass. Glass shape and glass size is really important with wine, and we need the right tool.
So the flavor will come out
for sure, for sure. But yeah, man, this is going to be eye-opening for you. I hope.
You have a cork thing over there. Is there a special thing you have to know about or opening?
No, luckily, because like I said, they changed the cork, so they've recorked this with the new cork, so we can treat it as normal. If it hadn't been recorked and this was like something from somebody's cellar from original purchase of '97, the cork would be really different. But here it's okay. So this is a blend of Sangiovese and Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oh. Yeah, like you said before, you opened a can of worms with me, because I'm kind of like, yeah.
I want to just do a little test here for you, and you tell me if you pick up any kind of difference.
With this glass, every flavor opens up more strongly. This kind of forces.
Here you smell the alcohol.
Yeah.
Here you smell the tertiaries. You smell the cedar wood. You smell the leather. You smell the forest floor. You smell the dried fruits. The
whole spectrum.
The whole spectrum. Yeah. And what's crazy, man, is when you taste it, how the glass shape, how it affects your palate, like how the wine hits your tongue differently because of the size of the mouth of the glass. It's also incredible. How good is that shit, man? Is this the most expensive wine you've ever tasted?
This is the best wine I ever.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's not the price. It's the taste.
Yeah, it's great.
Price doesn't dictate quality, but this is incredible, man. This is.
But does it? Does the age equals to quality, or
not always?
Or the price equals quality?
No, not always. But like I said, you're asking amazing questions, but these are not short, few-word answers.
Yeah.
There's a lot to unpack about it. This just goes to show how wine can develop, how wine can progress, how wine can evolve, how it can change.
But like we talked off camera, that people usually buy labels.
Yes.
But labels equals nowadays in our world where there's social media, Dunbarrion or something, Lanson equals quality. But it's not usually like that.
It's just good marketing. I mean, if you want to mention names, I mean, this producer or this wine, the Cabreo from Tenuto Falonari. If you think Sassicaia, Ornellaia, Tiganello, which are three of the most iconic Super Tuscans in the world, they're beautiful wines. They're great. Make no mistake. You're paying a lot of money for the name. Here, you're getting, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. You're getting double the quality for a third of the price, and full bang for the buck, full enjoyment, great aging potential, great enjoyability, interesting investment. I mean, guys, this Tää on vitton hyvä mehu.
Tää on tosi hyvä.
Todella hyvä.
Tää on tosi hyvä. Kiitos Simon.